earlier. Was where Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala is speaking about those that disbelieve. And He says, after Oduro, فَلَنُنَبِّئَنَّ الَّذِينَ كَفَرُوا بِمَا عَمِلُوا وَلَنُذِيقَنَّهُم مِّنْ عَذَابٍ غَلِيظٍ. It says, surely we will نَبِّئَنَّ الَّذِينَ كَفَرُوا. Nabbi min nabi, to relate to them, like to send the naba, the news. We will tell them, الَّذِينَ كَفَرُوا, the ones that disbelieve, بِمَا عَمِلُوا, from what the things that they used to do. So Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala is going to show them, all of us, but He's going to show those that disbelieve what they used to do. And then He says, well then, وَلَنُذِيقَنَّهُم مِّنْ عَذَابٍ غَلِيظٍ. And we will have them taste the harsh punishment. And this is very important when it comes to our deen in Islam and our understanding of God. And that it is not confined to our understanding of who we think He should be. So we say God is a merciful God, but God is also Shadid al-Iqab. God is someone that is a Rahman, but He is also a Shadid. When He applies mercy and when He applies pain and torment, it is all found and couched in justice. And justice is doing everything at the right time, in the right place, in the right situation. And the one that is befitting to do that is only Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala at all times, in all situations. So when He mentions any verses of punishment, know that the one that has done that and died on disbelief, and that punishment is there, that is from the justice of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. What is an important point as well, when scholars talk about the intention, إِنَّمَا الْأَعْمَالُ بِالنِّيَّاتِ, they make a tangent and they talk about the people that will be eternally in the hellfire and those that will be eternally in Jannah. From the knowledge of Allah, Allah knew that if they were to remain alive, their intentions would still be for other than Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. And those that went to Jannah, their intentions would still be for Allah ta'ala. Therefore, they remain in that hellfire for that period of time, and those are forever, and those that remain in Jannah forever, inshallah. And that is from Al-Adl, which is another name of His. Then Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala says in another verse, He says, أَلَا إِنَّهُمْ فِي مِرْيَةٍ مِّن لِقَاءِ رَبِّهِمْ أَلَا إِنَّهُ بِكُلِّ شَيْءٍ شَهِيدٌ. That just reminded me about the importance of meeting Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. You know, when you stand in front of the prayer, one of the strongest ways to maintain that undivided attention to Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala is to pray as though He is in front of you, and that you are in front of Him. Therefore, we have this qibla, the direction of prayer, is that we are facing the place that Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala has designated for us. So when in front of your mind, in front of your heart, in your mind, and when you stand in prayer, you're standing in front of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, and you think of that day when you will meet Him. You don't know what it will look like, you don't know, but you know that it will happen, and there is no return. And the thing that we do not want when we stand in front of Allah is any kind of regret. Ya hasrata ala ma farattu fi jambillah. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala mentions in another verse that there was a regret. Will say, Ya hasrata, oh the regret that I have, ala ma farattu fi jambillah, from that neglect that I had with Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. We don't want any neglect, inshallah. So in this, inshallah, salat can be a means, inshallah, forgiveness and relinquishing any previous sins that we had from al-Maghrib, and to make it something that allows us to look forward in a way that is conducive and productive for our well-being in this life as human beings and as Muslims, and the fortification of our iman, inshallah, to where when we meet Him, He will be pleased with us and He will not be displeased with us, inshallah ta'ala. So may Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala make us of those that are concerned with His pleasure before anyone or anything else, and allow that pleasure of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala to trickle down on those that are around us with the blessings and protection and honor. ربنا آتنا في الدنيا حسنة وفي الآخرة حسنة وقنا عذاب النار. ربنا اغفر لنا ذنوبنا وكفر عنا سيئاتنا وتوفنا مع الأبرار. اللهم أرنا الحق حقا وارزقنا اتباعه وأرنا الباطل باطلا وارزقنا اجتنابه يا رب العالمين. يا حي يا قيوم اللهم اغفر لنا ذنوبنا وكفر عنا سيئاتنا وثبت أقدامنا يا رب العالمين. اللهم ثبتنا عند السؤال يا رب العالمين. اللهم ثبتنا عند السؤال. اللهم ثبتنا عند السؤال. اللهم انصر الإسلام والمسلمين وثبت أقدام إخواننا المستضعفين في غزة وفي سوريا وفي السودان وفي جنيان وفي مشارق الأرض ومغاربها يا رب العالمين. وصلى الله وسلم وبارك على